We're back here on Inside the Ropes, and we looked for dogs. We couldn't find a medium one, we couldn't find a small one. We found the big dog himself.
Nice.
No Cocker Spaniels here. He is the St. Bernard of professional wrestling, the big dog Roman Reigns. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. I want to get straight into the questions. We did a show last night here in New Orleans with Paul Heyman, a live Q&A show, and he was not. He didn't mince his words about everything that's going on this Sunday, Brock Lesnar leaving, going back to UFC, all that kind of stuff. But one of the things that he did say, and I want to get your take on it, is that you and Brock Lesnar on Sunday, the idea behind that is that you two want to have the best match in that show, have the main event, knock it out of the park, and have that be the most memorable match at WrestleMania. With kind of your frustrations about him and his role in the company, is that still the goal for you guys on Sunday?
My frustrations being towards Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, as you know, part-time.
I thought you were talking about Paul. No, I mean, regardless of what I said, you know, in the build-up to this, the bottom line is there's a lot of people who paid their hard-earned money to watch this, and we want to go out there and we want to tear it down. We want to go out there, as Paul said, and have the most memorable match. And that doesn't just, you know, I would never go out there and not want to do anything else because I don't like a person or I don't respect a person or I don't like see eye to eye with that person. Regardless, my reputation's on the line as well. So when I go out in that ring, I go out there to do everything that's in my power to be the very best. And I think that's what's put me in this spot, in this position, is because I do that and I take it very seriously. And
at WrestleMania 31, when you and Brock were going to get in the ring, there was some portion of the fans who maybe weren't looking forward to the match as much. But when you guys had the match, it blew everybody away. Everybody loved it. So now you guys are coming back to WrestleMania again, the second time round. It might be Brock's last WWE match. How are you going into it? Because every time you have a WrestleMania match, it seems to just be another big thing. It's Undertaker potentially retiring. It's Triple H. What's your mindset with this match?
You know, this one, it's different with Brock. You know what I mean? He's a whole different animal. He has a whole different background. He has a whole different set of instincts. So one thing that kind of relieves me is it's not going to be as much of a mental game as it would with a Triple H or an Undertaker. It's a physical matchup, and that's how you have to treat it. And you have to know going into it that it's not going to feel good, but you just got to man up, take the pain, and deliver your own, you know, to him. So for me, you know, I've been a physical athlete my whole life, and if there's one thing that I'm not worried about is getting hurt. You know what I mean? If I get hurt, I get hurt. That's not what I'm worried about. That's not what I can control. What I can control is what my mindset going into it. Fear no man, take no prisoners.
And obviously, WrestleMania for you is always an interesting time for fan reaction, especially last year, the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now, you've been here for a while, and you're used to all this kind of stuff. With WrestleMania, is there any sort of different mindset that you get in with the crowd because you know that they might not be as for you or whatever? Is it any different to the rest of the year? Because a lot of other times people are very much behind you, but WrestleMania seems to bring out this kind of hardcore audience that maybe it's a cool thing to boo you. How do you feel coming into WrestleMania with the fan reaction?
I'm fine with it, you know what I mean, and that's why I have the advantage is I wrestle non-stop all year long. You know, 52 weeks a year, we don't have an off season, so I've been, you know, conditioned night after night, match after match, you know, town after town. It's always a different response, you know, and some nights they're with me, some nights they're all against me, some nights it's just a mix and they're going nuts. You have no clue what they're going to do, but that experience has trained me to understand what it is I need to do, the adjustments that I need to make, the audibles that I need to call. And over this time and this progression of learning in front of very tough crowds, the Northeast crowd, the English crowd, very smart crowds, I've been able to practice and condition myself enough to know what to do when the time's right. So I don't let the crowd affect me. I want them to be as loud as possible. You know what I mean? If they want to boo me, that's cool, boo me. If you want to cheer me, cheer me. If you want to just go nuts, go nuts. You paid your hard-earned money. Do your thing and have fun. That's all I want you to come out. That's all I want the WWE Universe to come out of this with is that, man, that was an awesome event. I had a great time. Those, you know, WWE knows how to throw a party, and we did it. You know what I mean? So that's the key. I got thick skin, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about what anybody thinks about me.
Last question. You made a statement that caused a lot of controversy online. Guys like Kenny Omega responded. You said that you are the best wrestler in the world and this is what you do. Do you believe that you have to feel that way? You have to have that mindset when you're going into stuff? Because you do have the biggest matches in wrestling, big pay-per-views, all that kind of stuff. But you have to feel that way. You have to go in with that mindset to be the best.
You said it. 4 in a row. Top that.
We'll be back. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our WrestleMania coverage. Stay tuned for more interviews, clips, news updates, and much more. Also, stay tuned to our Twitter @inside_the ropes for more of what we've got coming up in the future.